this. All right, so I'm sorry I haven't been coming back on. I've been having a really bad time. I fell the other day and re-hurt my ribs that were broken by my gang-stalking ex-boyfriend years ago. And but they didn't break. They didn't re-break. But I'm like moving really slowly, and it just happened 2 days ago. So I had to move my bags and my dog by myself because, as most of us are, we're isolated. And I appreciate a couple of y'all had invited me to stay with y'all. Number one, I can't get anywhere. Number two, I don't trust anyone anymore. I'm sorry. Every time I move in with someone, I get gang stalked by them. They either were already part of it, or they get turned into part of it within a day or two of me getting there. Oh, brother. I'm just tired of this. I'm ready for the Lord to move. But I did want to tell y'all I screwed up this past week and drank. And I apologize for that. I came on and made a video, and then I took it down because I sounded like an idiot. But if y'all only knew, I don't think many people get stalked to this extent. I really don't. And then I had some people say, quit drinking, it'll all go away. I stopped drinking. I've been sober for a year one time, and it didn't go away. Matter of fact, it got worse. And another time, I usually make it about 3 to 6 months, and then I slip up and drink. During that 3 to 6 months, it intensifies. It gets even worse because Satan knows that I'm doing right, that I'm getting closer to what the Lord has called me to do, and breaking the chains of bondage that drinking brings. So that's not true for everybody. I don't know anybody that has this level of noise campaigns, this amount of Freemasons and witches and Satanists constantly on me, constantly. And did I say constantly? All right, so what I wanted to say was, I don't think I would have fallen, and I can't get up, if I wouldn't have slipped up and drank. Get it? I slipped. I fell. But I got back up. Not the fallen now. But I believe that what I wanted to say about when I fell, I'm not a klutz. I've fallen like, I think this makes the 4th or 5th time over the past year. And the same day that happened to me, I was in a different place, not this place. My dog flew off the bed again. And I believe these were demonic attacks. Well, because I willfully sinned, which again, just imagine being by yourself on foot, carrying a dog in a bag in the cold, with Freemasons, witches, and Satanists on your ASS, as well as the never-ending cop harassment, being made homeless, and then constant noise to where you can never, ever have any peace. I'm yelling right now because that's how loud, they're chainsaws, that's what they are. That's how loud the chainsaws are outside. It's not even 9:30 in the morning now. And this started at 8. And sometimes they start at 5, 6 in the morning. It doesn't matter. But anyway, what I was going to say is, sometimes it just gets to be overwhelming. And I slipped up and drank. And Satan will bring people into my life, like not y'all, but people, that I meet on the street or wherever I'm at, even at the grocery. And they'll lure me into drinking by different means. And then when I get really frustrated and exhausted and stressed out. So over the past 2 weeks, 2 different people that were involved in the noise campaigns at the place that I had rented, and they destroyed my peace there every single day, all day long. And then they illegally evicted me when I caught one of them leaving my room, that place. The one where they put 8 slugs on my door, 8 different days in a row, upstairs. Like to where I would try. They were hoping I would step on it, but I never did. The Lord always showed me. I've seen 2 of them in obscure places as if to say, we're still watching you. So it just got to me. I wasn't scared. I'm not scared or fearful because I know the Lord has me. And if he doesn't, then I go home. But if it's just a lot, constant, and no sleep and no place to lay my head, or not for more than a day, my day consists of looking for places to live and hoping there will be one place that I go where there's not noise. But there never is. No one will rent to me. And then the places that rent rooms, no one will give me an apartment. And then the places that rent rooms do this kind of crap to me. So, but anyway, I wanted to apologize again for messing up and then coming on and making a video. I was like, this is not being a good witness to the Lord. But I mean, we have to go through things. I'm human. I'm human, y'all. This crap gets to me sometimes. And it's not fear. It's aggravation. And it gets to be where it makes you angry. And then you have to release the anger. So I'm trying to do that in a different way. So what I may do is if I'm able to get online, if they don't shut the internet down, I may if I feel that again, like being hit with that urge, I may come on and confess to y'all and ask y'all to pray for me rather than me slipping up, because that's obviously one of the things Satan uses to get me off track. So, I'll come back on later. I can't even think right now. It's so loud in here. But what the Lord has been showing me over the last couple days of the little bit of peace that I have gotten is that we need to focus on what Father's doing, on Jesus Christ, and that the Lord is coming back soon. And the fact that these criminal scum of the earth, pond scum, have gone to this extent to destroy these trees, and I haven't even been here 24 hours yet? Well, let me think. No, I haven't. I haven't even been here. I've been here about 21 hours, and they're already at it. Shows what a threat we are to Satan's kingdom, but it also shows how quick they're doing this now. Shows how quick the Lord is coming. Because Satan has revved it up over this past couple weeks, hasn't he? I mean, the attacks got like horrendous right around Christmas. And we know the Satanists and the witches do a lot of their witchcraft and send demons to the saints, to the 144K at this time. So anyway, I really wasn't planning on coming on right now and saying anything, but since I'm on, I just wanted to tell y'all again, I believe that the demons are manifesting more and more. I'm seeing them more and more. I'm seeing fallen more and more without vessels, meaning they're flying around without vessels. So just be aware that if you slip up and you willfully sin and you're one of God's elect, you've been chosen, TIs. If you're a true targeted individual and you're not an infiltrator, you've been chosen by the Lord. And so you can bet you've got a hit out on your life by Satan from birth. We might not have known it till 10 years ago, or some people on here, maybe just the last 6 months or year. But you can bet if you're highly targeted, you have been chosen from birth by the Lord. So Satan has a hit on you. Can y'all hear? I'm in the very back, as far away from the street as I can get, and it's just so loud. So anyway, again, I got to pay attention to my own words. Focus on the Most High God. Focus on Jesus Christ's soon return. Focus on our mission. And there's going to be beautiful trees in heaven that these gang stalking clown posse can't touch. We'll never have to see them again, y'all. We just are commanded to obey to the end. Obey, endure. Endure, endure, endure. And what I mean by obey is obey the Lord. If he tells you not to do something or to go here or go there, do it. And if he tells you not to do something, don't do it. Because I believe that that's what opened the door to where that demon was able to push me down. And I could have re-broken my ribs because of all the places to land, that's why I know it was a demonic attack. Because I'm really good about blocking myself. But I have to fall on one side because my dog is always, always on my other side in my purse because I can't leave her anywhere. I don't have that luxury. I've been toting her around. She has not left my side for 7 years. I've had her 13 and a half years and she's 14 and a half. But once they killed my other dog, the Lord warned me not to leave her. They stole her out of my apartment once, and then, well, she did leave my side 2 other times when I was mugged, but I got her back the next day, which is also a miracle from the Lord. The fact that we're still alive, TIs, that's a miracle from the Lord. Most of us should be dead by now. I don't know how I'm still here other than the Most High. Excuse me, I got to get some water. Like I said, I wasn't planning on talking. I'm going to go ahead and talk. Second, talk amongst yourselves. It makes me sad more than mad about these trees. I mean, the branches are all gone now. I'm coming back to look. They're completely gone. Oh. Completely gone, y'all. All right, hold on. Just one more second. Anyway, so what I wanted to say was, yes, Satan got me. He starts bright and early, doesn't he? Like focused on the crap they're doing. But guess what? I'm going to turn it around and focus on what the Lord has shown me. And he's shown me that we are highly favored and blessed. And I'm not saying I'm better than anybody else because I don't think I am at all. At all. But I know that the Lord has put something in me that Satan wants to take out or steal, take away, and he can't do it. As long as we do not turn our back on the Lord, Satan cannot steal us from him, no matter what they do. So that's what they're so mad about. And they're trying to destroy any peace we have, or any beauty, any little joy, any little thing that gives us joy. Satan's minions take it. Every time the Lord is wanting to bring us up to the next level, Satan is going, you can bet your bottom dollar, if you got a dollar. Now, you might have a bottom now, but you can bet your bottom dollar that Satan is going to attack even more. He's going to come from all angles. So that's what's going on right now. But again, we're commanded to endure to the end, and we will be saved. And it's almost the end, y'all. I can't imagine this nightmare lasting. I don't even think it could last another few months, but I believe that any time now Jesus is going to come back. I really, truly do. And I'm feeling like within the next 6 months. I had a dream last night. Let me just read it to y'all because it woke me up, and I haven't been allowed to dream. My sleep is always being disrupted. or dreams blocked or whatever. Hold on. So I wrote it down. Okay, so both my parents have passed now. My dad just recently passed back in March, 2 days before the lockdown. And then my mom had passed like 3 years before. So it's interesting that they were both in it. Okay, I believe that my dad did give his life to Jesus before he passed. Not sure about my mom. It's not for me to guess. But they were both in the stream. My dad could be symbolic of father. I don't know. Okay, let me just tell y'all, this dream could have just been for me, but I think maybe one of y'all will get some sort of revelation on this. But the fact I was able to dream finally, I was very excited about that. Because, like I said, I get a lot of revelation and prophetic dreams my whole life. And I haven't been dreaming or being allowed to remember my dreams for about a month now. So I woke up right around 3 a.m., which I know that's when the veil is thinnest. Okay, so I dreamt my only other family member. I'm serious. I have nobody else. And he never calls me, ever. When I call him, he doesn't answer. He texts me about once every 6 months. That's my brother. My brother was driving himself and I down a tunnel. We were going down a tunnel. But he was driving on the right-hand side, like of the car, like it was in Europe or somewhere. And I was on the left-hand side, which I know the left-handed path, so I was kind of concerned about why I was on the left. But anyway, I'm just stating, this could have been an attack. This could have been a demonic attack of a dream. I haven't been able to even pray on it yet because of the noise. But, so we're going through a tunnel. The tunnel was really cool looking. It had all these neon lights that were all around it from each side that went completely over it, you know, surrounding us. And they were all neon. I saw like neon green again, and pink, and blue, turquoise blue. I think there was gold and white. Just really pretty colors, not scary colors. No red. There wasn't any red in the tunnel. I just thought about that. That's funny. Red is my main targeting color, if y'all didn't know that. Yeah, they always send red minions. But, anyway, so we're going through the tunnel, and then we flipped up to the right. So the wheels, my wheels on my side were off the ground. And my brother's two wheels on his side of the car were on the ground. And I slowly, like gently floated out of the car to the left, slowly floated, and then it was like I was being guided or like protected. I believe it was an angel holding me and was sliding on my feet, standing perfectly up while my brother kept driving forward. And there was a car wreck in front of us. And I think that's why he like maneuvered real quick to get away from it. And then that ricocheted him up, like to where there's two wheels on the up. And by the way, I did that in real life. Well, this isn't real life, but you know what I mean. The nightmare we're dreaming right now. I did that a long time ago. I was up on two wheels in my Jeep in someone's yard and they're screaming. It was my ex-boyfriend, Scott Goche. Elena! Elena! Like that. And then I gently went back down. I'm like, how did I even do that? And people started calling me Speed Racer. Pretty funny, but anyway, that was a long time ago. But anyway, so getting back to the dream. And then I'm aware that I'm wearing glass or crystal slippers. Yes, that's right. Cinderella! They were either made of glass or crystal. And they were shattered because I was sliding on my feet. But I didn't fall over or anything. And then when I finally stopped, I realized the slippers had all shattered, and there was like shards of glass or crystal that was in my ankles, around my ankles. They went around my ankles, and I think they may have been high heel slippers. And then I realized I don't know where my brother went. So I knew I had to see if he made it, if he was okay. So I started walking, and it was a painful walk because I had these pieces of glass or, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm ignoring it. Ignoring it. This is unbelievable. A chainsaw, y'all. Now it's on the side. So I guess they're ruining the other tree too. So it's a painful walk, and I'm walking really slowly, but I need to see that my brother's okay. And I'm pulling as I'm walking because I didn't want to wait to even take any time to pull them out. I just wanted to get to where my brother was. And I'm pulling the glass out, or the crystal out. I'm not bleeding or anything. It's like it didn't hurt me. It didn't touch me, but it was affecting me walking. So I'm pulling these pieces out as I'm walking. And then when I get past these cars that had all wrecked, I think there was 3. I see my dad. Okay, remember, he's passed. Jeez. Do y'all hear this? This is a leaf blower. Yeah. Now we have a leaf blower out the back window. This is how mad Satan is. But I'm going to continue because apparently the Lord wants me to get this out because Satan doesn't, right? But anyway, I see my dad. He's sitting at a round table with white tablecloth. Like it looked like a fancy dinner or luncheon or something. And I think he was eating. And then I noticed my lip was bleeding. That's the only thing that I got hurt in the wreck. And I asked if he had a napkin. And he said, what? Like he couldn't hear me. And he didn't have bad hearing. And I repeated it, and he was looking around where he sat to try to find a napkin. But I went ahead and just wiped my mouth off. And I continued walking. And then there was my mom, who I was not close to at all. And again, I was adopted, but that's the only mom I knew. But she was there, and she acted happy to see me, which is weird because she was we'll just say she wasn't the nicest to me. I don't want to talk bad about her because she's passed, okay? But, yeah. But she never acted happy to see me. She always, like, scowled at me and insulted me when I would first get there to visit. But she acted really happy to see me. And I asked where my brother was. And she said he didn't make it. And I started to cry. And I yelled, no! And my mom hugged me and said it was okay, that my brother knew what he was doing. And then I was thinking about how sad his kids would be. That's what I was thinking in the dream. But that's what my mom's answer was, that it was okay that my brother knew what he was doing. I don't know if this is a revelation dream or not. The fact that it was like going through a tunnel was like, are we going through a portal? And then the glass slippers or the crystal slippers I don't know, y'all. But I just wanted to put that out there and see if anybody got any revelation on what it could mean. It could have been a demonic attack because I woke up to all this hizzo. But anyway, what I just flipped to while I was looking for something to end this with is Ephesians 4:30. And grieve not the Holy Spirit of God, whereby ye are sealed until the day of redemption. Let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and evil speaking be put away from you with all malice. And be ye kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God, for Christ's sake, has forgiven ye. Be ye therefore followers of God as dear children. You okay? That was my dog. And walk in love as Christ also has loved us, and has given himself for an offering and a sacrifice to God for a sweet-smelling savor. We are to give thanks also. Neither filthiness, nor foolish talking, nor jesting, which are not convenient, but rather giving of thanks. And then it's funny. The next part of it, if you keep going down, Ephesians 5, because I was just talking about this, that I messed up and drank. And I know the Lord doesn't want me doing that. Ephesians 5:18. And be not drunk with wine, wherein excess, but be filled with the Spirit, speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and making melody in your heart to the Lord, giving thanks always for all things unto God the Father, in this name our Lord Jesus Christ, submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of God. And that's funny. I promise y'all, I just flipped to this. I hadn't even looked down at what I flipped to yet, because I had to find my glasses, and that goes along with what the Lord was guiding me to say, is get our focus, and believe me, that's another reason I wanted to document this. If I can focus on the Lord with this never-ending noise, y'all can hopefully hear in the background the chainsaws and leaf blowers. Then y'all can do it. We can do it, but we need to come together and help each other. So if y'all don't mind, family, if I get stressed to where I feel like I'm being tempted to drink, not tempted because I'm always tempted. They do everything they can. I get random messages on my phone from people with a picture of a drink, like a margarita or something. Look what I'm having. Who sends pictures of drinks? Not them in the picture, just the drink. Yeah, just any kind of thing to try to lure me. So, but I'm going to try to come on if I have internet access, or if I'm, see, most of the time when I'm tempted, just so y'all know, I'm somewhere where I don't have internet, or I'm being like made to leave somewhere. And this last place that I finally got that I thought I was going to be able to stay at and endured all the noises a couple months ago, and they illegally evicted me, those people, that I've been seeing them, 2 of them around following me. And it just got overwhelming. So I just wanted to apologize again. I hope I didn't let any of y'all down. But that's the thorn in my side. I'm like, the Lord took away. Well, I did my part too by submitting to him. And I've been celibate for 5 years now. I've really been alone 10 years, because the 5 years before that, the dude was a gang stalker. But yeah. But any kind of thing that I used to do before I gave my life to Jesus, I don't do anymore. none of it, which I won't get into a lot of other, but I had a lot of different sins that the Lord healed me from. This is like the thorn in my side. The one stronghold, I call it the strong man, that for some reason I haven't been freed of. And I keep asking the Lord, why can't I get rid of this? I don't want to drink. I don't want to disobey you. I don't have fun when I do it. I'm not part of the world. It's a nightmare when I go in anywhere because they all pick on me or totally ignore me, mock me. No one wants to hear about the Lord. And when I do drink, believe it or not, I'm talking about Jesus and the Lord. So I thought, well, maybe I'm supposed to go in and witness to those that you can't reach. But if you're in their environment, they might listen. Well, there is always one that will listen. Not always one, but I'm going to say 7 out of 10 times there's one that will listen and ask questions. But I can't be drinking and witnessing. So again, I apologize for that because I don't want to let anybody astray saying you can have a couple drinks and witness. No, we're to be sober-minded. We're to be sober, for our enemy, the devil, roams around like a roaring lion. And isn't he roaring today, y'all? Chainsaws and leaf blowers. Yoo-hoo! Living large. But Satan roams around like a roaring lion, seeking those he can devour. And when we do things like, the main thing in the body of Christ that I know that most of us slip up with is one of these. It's either drinking, smoking, which, praise the Lord, I've never smoked, because that'd probably be another stronghold, because it goes along, most people drink and then they smoke, but I've never smoked. But drinking, smoking, for men, it's more like fornication or porn, and then some are overeating. Those seem to be the 4 main things that true believers in Christ, that's their stronghold. So Satan's going to slam you in that area more and more and more. So even though they're still outside with the chainsaw and they're destroying I'm going to go see about the poor trees. Just a second. I haven't got to this side of the road yet. I'm praying they leave the tree on this side alone because it doesn't even have that many branches on it. It's sad. But anyway, the Lord's saying that we need to focus on the blessings we have. I have a roof over my head. I want to say thank you. 2 of y'all donated. Thank you so much. I got it. I got it. And I have a roof over my head. My little dog's still with me. I'm able to get online. I have a laptop. My ribs didn't re-break. And the Lord helped me get here because it was really hard this time because, I just fallen, but I got up. But guess what? We may fall, but we don't stay down. The Lord helps us back up. And that's part of our walk, TIs, is most people of the world have never been through this. They can't understand it. They think we're either exaggerating or worse. They think some people think we're lying. And then if they see it, they think we're bringing it on ourselves, that we're negative thinking. I always go into a new place thinking this is going to be a peaceful place. Always. And it never is. I always go into, meeting a friend and thinking this is going to be, this person is really of the Lord and they're not going to target me and all. And they do. These are people of the world that I'll meet. Not of the world, but, out in the world, not on YouTube is what I'm saying. And they always end up being part of it. Same with the landlord, same with anybody. I can't get anyone to help me. We're made isolated for a reason. It's because the Lord wants us closer to him. We draw near to him, and he will draw near to us. So if you're not hearing from the Most High God, then you need to start reading your Bible more and praying more. And the thing that I haven't been doing lately is fasting, because I haven't been eating regularly. So when I have been able to eat or whatever, because I didn't have a kitchen, didn't have a place to put anything, then couldn't get into a couple places for several days, and just a lot of it. I wish I could document a day in the life of a TI, because people have no clue what we go through. Every minute of our day is a test. If we go to look out the window just to see, is it raining, or just see, is the sun out, or just to look out and enjoy the day, there's someone standing there looking in. When you open your door to walk your dog, you're surrounded. You're mobbed. There's cars constantly going by. There's trucks beeping and honking outside your house or wherever you're at. I don't have a house, never owned anything. But neither did Jesus, right? If you make a phone call, the calls are rerouted. If you try to get help, I don't believe in doctors, but a lot of y'all have told me that y'all tried to get help from a doctor. They won't help because they're part of it. Now, I've witnessed that with my dog when I've tried to have her, taken to the vet, and no one would help. No, I mean, absolutely every single area of our life is sabotaged. We are not allowed to work. We're not allowed to have jobs. We're not part of the satanic system, is why. So it's a blessing, because even though we're not having regular income coming in, y'all that are truly targeted, the Lord provides for us. How are we still here? It's Father. He is watching over us. We are highly favored and blessed. And I know it's hard to believe sometimes, but we really are. So we need to start thinking, and this is me. I'm saying we as in me for sure. And then a lot of y'all that are feeling down and, just completely exhausted is the word. Completely worn out and exhausted. Is that Jesus is coming back soon. And we want to hear, well done, my good and faithful servant. Not depart from me, I never knew you. And these workers of iniquity that are outside right now on either side of this room I'm in, we're not going to ever see them again. But we still have to pray for them. But I believe that most of these people are being used by demons, if not all of them. Yeah. And some of these things that happen to us, like when I say, how are they always standing in the window? Like last night, I guess it was about 10:30 at night. And I just wanted to see what was out the side window. Because I'd already seen, the front and the back. I wanted to see the side window because I just got here. 10:30 at night. And I opened the window, and the building next to me, the house next to me is, I'm going to say, not even 10 feet from this window. There was someone in red staring out the window. It was so creepy. And then I went to the front window, and because I was like, well, I can't enjoy that window. So I went to the front window, and two people in a black SUV got out. This is 10:30 at night on a little side street, which they'd taken over, and they were wearing red and black. My targeting colors are red and black. They usually always wear red if they're on foot, and then they usually almost always drive black SUVs, and if they're not black SUVs, they're black men in black cars, sometimes black pickup trucks. I'm like, what is the likelihood of that? And it's like at that exact moment, not I went to the window and then a couple minutes later they show up, or not I went to the window as they were already walking across the street. No, it's right when I go to the window, boom, they both exit either side of the black SUV, slam the door, then they walk across the street and down the street. Huh? If they're going to the other side of the street, just think about it. Why wouldn't you park on that side? There was like 5 spaces on that side of the street, but they park in front of my room. This happens everywhere I go. It can be a hotel, it can be a room. If I ever was allowed to rent an apartment again, anywhere I go, it can be staying at someone's house, this phenomenon happens. Do you know how it happens? It's demonic. It's demons. There is no other explanation. No human being could orchestrate this. It is coming from the demonic realm because Satan knows who we were, because we were all up there in heaven together. This is my belief, y'all, what the Lord has showed me. And when Satan fell, he chose to disobey the Lord and come here with 200 of the other fallen. They know that we were all up there together, but we go back up, but they can't. They're going into the pit. So that not only are they jealous of us, but they hate us, and they know they can smell us, just like I can smell these gang stalkers. I can smell them. I can smell a pig from a mile away. I'm a cowboy, baby. Anyway, so I know I know about the thing. I'm just a bill on Capitol Hill that happened yesterday. I'm not even going to waste time talking about it because it's all a distraction, just like this noise, just like them cutting the trees down, just like them following and staring and honking and spying and stalking and lying. It's all a distraction to take our mind and our focus off the Most High God, off Jesus Christ's soon return. So let's get back to what's really important. Let's get on our mission. And you know, if you're targeted, you have a mission. You've been called by the Most High God. So if y'all have never seen that movie, it's called Fallen with Denzel Washington. Watch it, because that's actually what goes on, where the demon jumps from one to the next. That's how do you think they know all about our life? Like wherever I walk, they'll say something that has to do with my life. And it won't even be something that I said on the phone. I don't even hardly ever talk on the phone anymore. But just something that's part of my life. How do you think these people know it? It's because they've been taken over by a demonic spirit, an unclean spirit. So we need to be aware that we are not wrestling flesh and blood, but principalities and powers and rulers in high places, rulers of the kingdom of darkness, right? It tells us to know that we're not wrestling flesh and blood. Okay, so I just want to reiterate, there's a lot going on right now. You know, I've been hearing about, I don't watch the news or anything. I very rarely am able to get online anymore. Hopefully I'll be able to now here for a few days and keep more in touch with y'all. But I'm aware of some of the things that they're doing, like the Capitol Hill charade yesterday. And isn't it funny? The lady it's not funny. It's a coinkydink. Yeah, right. She got shot in the neck. You get it? They're trying to silence our voice. What is the neck? It's breath, the breath of life. Just like when the cop supposedly killed George Floyd by the knee to the neck. Do you get it? They're trying to take the breath of life. And unfortunately, they've succeeded with most of these minions around here. They've sold out to Satan. So whatever you do, do not give in. Do not sell out to Satan. We are the 1%, y'all. We're the 1%. No, 99% of the people could not walk in our shoes, nor do they have any idea the extent of the harassment and the sabotage that we go through. But as long as we don't deny the Lord, we win. We go up. We are out of this matrix of Hazel that they've created for the rest of the minions. And there's going to be a new heaven and a new earth. So the Lord has got to he's got to clean house. And he said he would never take out the earth with the flood again, right? So now he's going to do it by fire. Fire. Fire in the hole! And what does fire do? it purifies. Well, we who have been targeted, made isolated, and sabotaged, and been turned on by all our friends and family, set up falsely, a lot of us. A lot of us had our pets killed. A lot of us can't drive or have other things because we were set up. We haven't endured this fiery trial that they speak about in the Bible, that the Lord speaks about in the Bible. We've endured it. We've gone through the fire. We're being made pure. We're being purified in this fiery trial. And then when the new heaven and new earth come down, New Jerusalem, we're going to rule and reign with Jesus. And these minions will be no more. So we still have to pray for them, those with a soul anyway. But I'm seeing less and less with souls. These are like the walking zombies. Okay, so again, prayers for everybody. Thank you. Thank you. A couple of y'all donated. I really, 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 really appreciate it. And may you get back 100-fold. In Jesus Christ's mighty name. And just keep the good fight of faith. Like I said, we're going to slip. We're still in this flesh suit. We're still locked in this prison. And we're in this flesh suit. But when we slip, do we deny the Most High God? Do we turn our back on him? Do we sell out to Satan? If the answer is no, then you're doing good. But you can't keep willfully sinning. I know, because I could have got back into that, y'all, with drinking. And it's by the grace of God that he forgave me. And he's blessed me. And yes, they're trying to destroy the peace here. But there's a roof here. I'm not out in the cold. And I've got a refrigerator. I've got a refrigerator. Woohoo! And a bed. It's like when you have no home, which I haven't had one for years. I had that one for 3 months, that room, but they ruined it. But you appreciate just having a bed. Sometimes not even a bed, just being on the floor, but you're not in the cold or you're not in the heat. You're not being bitten by mosquitoes. And you appreciate something as small as a refrigerator. Or just being able to cook. You know, for several months, I didn't even have a microwave or a mini fridge. It's a blessing. So they can surround us from all sides, as the Bible tells us, that our enemies encamp around us. We don't go following them. They come to us. Because we are a threat to Satan's kingdom, and we are working for the Most High. So we do have a job. We have the most important job there is. Working for the Lord. Working for Jesus Christ of Nazareth, Yahushua HaMashiach. Yahweh. Thank y'all. Thank y'all again for listening to my little rant. And no, they're not going to get me down. And they're not going to get y'all down. Because we're out. Love y'all. Ta-ta.